computer's so terrible that it's all very jumpy and everything, but we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna make a character for Ungodly. You know, see how we go. Why am I wearing headphones? There's no audio coming out of them or anything. Yeah, so it could go either way. We'll just sort of go through it. That way people watching can sort of get a view as to the character creation and how it all works and everything. So here I have the basic character sheet. It is very, very simple, but I just, you know, will probably make it look prettier in the future, but this is just like kind of the most basic, simple, easy way to do it, keeping it sort of clear and everything. And then here we have the character creation rules, which will more than likely take a fair amount of time to load and everything, but there you go. So step 1 is the vocation, which is for your character's class, the role they play. And in this, the vocation is very limited in actually what kind of bonus it gives you, but you know, there are various different vocations here. You can see me sort of scrolling through them. So I think I have my heart set on a warden, which is kind of like a ranger, kind of hunter type character. I'll just go here. I can type, there we go, warden, and I'll put my name in, because that way it looks okay, and we'll just make a level 1 character. Now the description is sort of a physical or personality description of the character, maybe a quote they might say, or something, but it's sort of brief, so I'm just gonna say there we go. That's just really simple, sort of describes the sort of high concept, and then the goal, what does our character want to achieve. So I think my character has a daughter, and she left when she was a youngish girl to become an adventurer like he used to be. He's gonna sort of be a bit of an older gentleman, so maybe she left and he wants to reunite with his daughter. I'm not going to put full stops because I think they just look weird. We'll give him a name, but I haven't thought that far ahead yet, so I'll just go with character I'm playing. I'm scared, which is like for a Viking character or whatever, but you know, something. Okay. So, as we'll see, we've done the vocation. The next step is attributes. So, the attributes down here, I'll get my, well, I won't actually need dice, but I will get one out. Yeah. So, there's 4 attributes: brawn, agility, intelligence, perception. And they're allocated with points instead of rolling, because that way everyone's on the same page. If you really want to roll, there is a sort of way further down that you can roll instead, but I would recommend doing this way instead, just because then that way everyone knows that no one's going to be much more overpowered, or you know, that sort of thing. It keeps it all pretty simple. So the points can range from 4 to 1, and so there's a minimum of 1 point in each skill, and a maximum of 4, and the total points have to equal 9. So I think our agility, we're going to want 4. Brawn, we'll go with 2, and as you can see here, there's just some examples, so we'll probably go for 4, 2, 2, 1. So we'll go for a 2 there, and 1 in intellect. And then, so the bonus for each of these, +2, plus O, plus O. So you can see that the characters are very sort of low power, and that's on purpose. And as they sort of level up and increase, that can all sort of change, and the characters can grow. The growth is a bit more sort of stagnant, a bit slower. Okay, save die. This is an interesting thing. So instead of getting different bonuses to your saves and that kind of thing, for saving throws, you get a different die. So if you have a score of 4, you get a D4 as your save die. A score of 8 gives you a score of 2 gives you a D8, and a score of 1 gives you a D10. And you're looking to roll when you save under your whatever your score may be. So like a very, very hard save is less than or equal to 1. So you know, if you're trying to save from you know, falling in an acid pit or something classic, and it's an agility save, you would roll a D4 because that's our agility score, and then you have to try and roll less than a 1 if it's super hard. So it's a 1 in 4 chance if you know, if you've got a score of 4 in agility, but it's a 1 in 10 chance if you've only got a score of 1. So it's very kind of it sort of varies quite a lot, and here you can see it kind of outlined like that. So next is the vitals. That's sort of their health and resolve, and so that is determined by our vocation. So we have 1d6 hit dice, which means that we start off with 6 hit points, which means our current hit points will be 6, and our hit dice are 6. Resolve, unless otherwise specified, always starts at 10, and that is kind of your character's sort of emotional well-being, their madness, their state, their kind of depression, all that sort of thing, and that will take damage to them. Wounds we don't need to worry about yet because we haven't got any, and that's kind of like massive damage, lingering injury type stuff. Defense is to do with our armor. Encumbrance is how much we can carry, and this you know, this is affected by the armor you wear, the items you carry, and that sort of thing. Initiative pretty much works as an agility saving throw, so we get a 1d4 initiative die, and then you have your training bonus, which at first level is +2, and we'll have some money which we'll roll in a bit. So we also want to fill in our weapon training, so we get light weapons and ranged weapons. So that's bold. And we also get our invocation, and I can just copy that in. I'm not sure how much space we have for invocations, so okay, that'll be alright. This is a nightmare thing that's happening with my Google, but basically it's like weird and offset, but you can see, I'll show you here. So our invocation is kind of like a special ability that each vocation gets that you can use in action. So for this one, it's for Warden, it's Hunter, which when you attack a target, if it's already taken any damage, you deal an extra d6 points of damage on top of your attack, and in addition, when you enter initiative against a natural creature, you may identify it with +2. So a Warden's invocation is a passive one. Some of them, like Haywire Spell or Direct, are active ones that you use your action to use, but Warden, the Warden one is more sort of standard, but yeah, that weird offset thing's annoying. Languages, we don't really need to worry about because it's just language, it works the same. Okay, skills. So this layout is definitely not how it's going to be. This layout is just there to kind of show you, because you only get 2 skills. So you can pick sort of 2 that you think your character would have, and then you get to add your training bonus to them. All the others just rely on your attributes. So the strength skills obviously will rely on brawn, diplomacy is intellect, academic is also intellect, but different type. But then judgment in diplomacy is also perception. It's a bit. It will be a bit more kind of self-explanatory when it's written out. But essentially, you get to pick 2 that you think your character would have, and then add your training bonus to them. So we'd probably take tracking and maybe stealth, and then rather than that, we just have them sort of written out with the relevant bonuses. So we've done this, done attributes, we've done the vitals, skills. Okay, gear. So the gear list is not finished yet. We only have the weapons, armor, and shields done. But essentially, you get I think it's 3d6 gold coins. It's not written down there. 4d6, and then you can use that to buy gear. But you also get a light weapon, regardless, like before you spend any money. So we'll roll our 4d6 here. Okay. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we did not roll well. So we have 12. So for our light weapon, I'll just take a hand axe. So I'll come down here. This bulb again. And then for our money, I think I will buy. See, our longbow's 10. We only have 12, so I don't want to buy a whole longbow because I want some armor as well. So I think I'll buy some hide armor and a recurve bow. So hide armor gives us +1 defense, so that's our agility score, which is 4, plus our +1 from our armor, so that's 5 defense. And our recurve bow, so we'll type the attacks in there. Hand axe, which I believe is a d6. Yep. So we get a strength bonus, which is +0, but it's a light weapon, so we have training in it, so we do get +2 from our training, and it does a d6. Recurve bow bonus, we get our agility bonus plus our training, so we get +4 to hit on that, with a damage of d8. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Still some things we need to change and edit and improve, but for now that's really kind of how simple the character creation is, and you can really kind of see that the system is going to be sort of deadly, but could there's definitely room to sort of build up powerful characters. But yeah, I hope you find this informative and enjoyable, and yeah, see you at some point in the future.